What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel, and today I'm going to be recapping the Boston and Philly game that happened last night. There was no Embiid, no Maxey, but the Sixers still played hard. It was a great game. I would say it's a moral victory. However, we could have won the game, and it just sucks because there's one person in particular, in my opinion, that sold us that game. And that person is Tobias Harris. He really did sell it for us. He had a good first quarter of the game, but besides that, he was horrific. He ended up with 14 points, 5 boards, and 3 assists. But when you think about it, no Embiid, no Tyrese Maxey, no Kelly Oubre. Tobias Harris should easily get 20 points. Easily 20 points. But this guy was in his head. I mean, it seemed like he only had tunnel vision for scoring, right? He wanted to score so bad that he ended up not being able to score, he did not want to pass the ball. He did not make the easy pass. Whenever he was in the game, he kept looking for a shot, which, okay, I understand, you're a scorer, but that's the only thing he looked at. There was one fast break. I'm going to try to picture it for you guys. You guys might remember it. He comes down, he gets a steal. He's driving. He gets swatted by Al Horford. He immediately gets the ball back. He's going against the whole team of the Celtics, right? He goes up and gets swatted again. At that point in time, I'm like, you got to bench Tobias because he didn't even care. He just wanted to get points. He was like, okay, crap, I got to get my points. I don't know, man. It's not a good look, in my opinion. There's also another play where he had a costly turnover in the fourth quarter. That sells us the game. I mean, these are times where we need these points. These are clutch moments in the game. And Tobias Harris, he's not a great defender. He didn't look great. Without Embiid, without defenders around Tobias is not going to blow you away with defense, right? He's going to get cooked. And it really does suck because everyone else on the Sixers team, everyone else on the Sixers roster played a pretty good game. Even the role players played a great game. DeAnthony Melton played good. Robert Covington played great. Patrick Beverley played great. People are stepping up. Marcus Morris, had a couple of shots. So it sucks that Tobias Harris is the person who's going to underperform with 38 minutes as well. It sucks. Mo Bamba stepped up. Mo Bamba had a really good stretch where he had 2 threes back to back. He had some putback dunks, putback layups. He played great. And I really have a question, right? Where is Jaden Springer? Because this is a perfect Jaden Springer game. This is a perfect game for Jaden Springer to hop on, get some minutes, get some experience on the NBA court. Why is Furkan Korkmaz in the game with 15 minutes? He literally has 0-0 across the board with 1 rebound. Not even Korkmaz. Why Kevin Martin Jr.? Kenyon Martin. I'm not a fan. Already, he's been in the, I think Jaden Springer's better. He's played 3 games straight, and he hasn't really done much in my eyes to impress me. He looks like a smaller Tobias Harris. I know he's athletic, but look at his body type is just like Tobias Harris. One time I literally thought it was him. I'm like, wait, that's not his jersey number. But yeah, I need Jaden Springer back in the game. He's a very talented defensive player, and he's been hitting his threes this year, so it's kind of puzzling to not have him, especially in these games. And there's been many games like this, especially for the past couple weeks where Embiid's not playing, and minutes are up, minutes are free. Kelly Oubre hasn't been playing. It's just, I don't know. Jaden Springer should be playing. I don't understand what is Nick Nurse doing. And I saw that he had an illness throughout the other week, so maybe that's understandable. Maybe that's why he didn't play. But he was open. He was free to play today. I mean, not today, yesterday. He was free to play against the Celtics. So I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's practice stuff, chemistry. I don't know. But we'll see if he plays later on. I hope so. He needs experience, man. I want to see him play, man. Especially in the playoffs. I feel like defensively in the playoffs, how they let go of the whistle. They don't call the whistle as often. Jaden Springer would be even a better defender in the playoffs, so I just want to see that. I just want to see, our team play defense. I'm a defense guy, and I don't like when our guards get beat constantly. And he's a guard that can guard wings. He's a guard that can guard a Tatum. D Melt can do that also, but he can clamp down a Jaylen Brown, 100% clamp a Jaylen Brown. But yeah, that's just the Jaden Springer rant there. But yeah, Robert Covington, 18 points. Robert Covington also had 5.5 steals. Robert Covington is such a good player, man. And I've been saying this for a while, my whole time watching the Sixers. He was one of my guys. In the process era, he was one of my guys. Even when we were in a playoffs run, people kind of hated on Rocco. Rocco was, the guy we were like, okay, he can't make shots, but he loves to shoot, all that stuff, but he still played defense. When we traded him, it was a sad day for me. Him and Sarge, I love both of them. But it's amazing to have him back, and he's contributing. And he's an older guy, but it looks like he hasn't missed a step. It looks like he's gotten better. I'm not going to lie. It looks like he's gotten better. His three looks the same, but his defense it's amazing. Defense is amazing. His offense, I think, has improved. Like his ability to dribble the ball, his ability to drive, draw fouls, I think have increased, have improved since we had him originally. So that's a plus. Patrick Beverley. I've been saying we need a backup point guard that can dribble, and we just need another ball handler on the team. But if Pat Bev is playing like this, we may not need that. But obviously this is not going to happen consistently. But he had 26 points, 7 assists, and 8 boards. That's amazing production. That's amazing for Pat Bev. That's amazing for a guy on a veteran minimum. I'm not 100% sure on what he makes, but I'm pretty sure it's not a lot. To put up those numbers is amazing. Like that's what we need out of a backup point guard. I mean, he did start today, but I think this brings up a lot of confidence in himself. And I know Pat Bev has a lot of confidence, but this instills even more confidence. Dropping 26 points and shooting the way he shot last game could very well continue on throughout the season and just could blossom into something that we haven't seen Pat Bev do in his career, which, would be cool. DeAnthony Melton. I've been a little harsh on him in the beginning of the season. He started off pretty rough. But yeah, he's been kind of picking it up. I mean, he's shooting great. Last game, he didn't really shoot percentage-wise great, but, I mean, he was one of our only options to shoot. Whenever he wasn't on the court, it felt like we were kind of losing. But whenever we had D-Melt in the game, we had a chance to win. We felt like, okay, we're on a run. We're playing defense. We're running fast breaks. So, yeah, D-Melt, a very important piece of our team. He really did show it this game. And, yeah, I mean, just a great plug-in guy. Love D-Melt. And, I want to get the first seed, by the way, guys. And it just sucks because Embiid is constantly going to miss games, right? And I was thinking maybe Nick Nurse will try to push him to play more games, to be more consistent so your stamina can be up, But it's Embiid. And then now Maxi's learning from Embiid, which sucks. He had an illness. Okay, I understand. This is his first game, right? But damn, can we not miss any more games, please? Please, I just want to win. I want to be the first seed. We need to be the first seed. We need the easiest ride in the playoffs. We don't want to play the Bucks, I'll play the Bucks. Entertainment wise would be great. But in the first seed, you don't want to play a great ass team. So let's go. Let's just play. Let's do our job. Let's just play the games. You do this every year, and then when you have to play every game in the playoffs, you can't. You get hurt. Maybe this might be the reason. I don't know. That's an old head mentality. All right, well, if you made it to the end, I appreciate you. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll catch y'all. Peace.